Hi everyone, we're going to graph f of x here, number 4. I've already done the others, and we're going to graph the secant line and f of x and find the equation of the secant line that contains our x's from -1 to 1. We're going to have to find our y's here. So basically, the secant line is your average rate of change, which equals your slope. So that just means that we want the average rate of change of this curve here. And the way you do that from sum x1 to x2 is just to connect it, and that's your average rate of change of that curve, the blue curve. For us, we want from -1 to 1. That's our two x's. So we got to find our x and y. So plug in -1. You get -1 squared minus 6 times -1, which is 1 plus 6 is 7. And now let's plug in 1. You get 1 squared, which is 1, minus 6, which is -5. All right, so find the slope here, now that we have our top portion here, and just use your slope formula. So -5 minus 7 divided by 1 minus a -1. So that's going to be -12 divided by 2, which is -6. So we have m equals -6. Now we're going to use our slope-intercept form and find our b. Let's plug in this one. So our y is -5, our x is 1. So b, if you add 6 to both sides, it's going to be 1. So the equation of your secant line is y equals -6x plus 1. All right. So we have 7, -5. So we have 1, 7, or -1, 7, and 1 is -5. So if I factor out this equation and you set y to 0, you're going to get 0 equals x times x minus 6. That leaves me x equals 0 and x equals 6. So 0 and 6. So that's 0. This is actually your x and y intercept. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. This is your vertex. It's in between. I'm going to go ahead and plug in 3. So that would be 3 squared. At 3 squared minus 6 times 3. That's going to be 9 minus 18 is -9. So down here we're at -9. All right. So it's going to be something like this. Goes up in here. All right, and let's look at what's going on at 1. -1 is going to go to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to help me graph this. And -1 is at -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to go through these points here to make my graph a little better. So here we go. Goes through there. It goes up through here. If I go up in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can extend this as well. All right, this is as good as I'm going to get. So basically, we want the average rate of change from this point to this point. So if you look at this curve here, this is your curve from here. And what's the average rate of change of that curve? So we had y equals -6x plus 1. So that means that the 1's going to help me. So I know it's going through here. It's going to get really close to this. So I'm going to try to connect these dots here, the points. And there's your secant line. You can extend it out if you'd like for the equation. This just kind of extends out there. And that's your equation of the secant line. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.